Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you guys here. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, click the bell to get notifications every time I post a new video. So this video is pretty exciting because it has been literally a month since I started my plant-based keto experiment, and I can't believe that it's literally been an entire month that has passed. I just can't believe that I actually stuck to it. But this has been a really exciting journey. I will say that it hasn't been easy at all. It's really difficult to be super strict about what I am eating, especially now that we are, it's summertime and we've been going and hanging out with friends and doing barbecues and all that fun stuff. But I've been really prepared every time that I go, and that's really what's been helping me get through those moments. And so for literally an entire month, I was strictly just plant-based keto. So pretty much I eat a salad for lunch and dinner. I've been kind of fasting for breakfast, and I'll just have a coffee. There was 1 week though during this entire process where I had an iced coffee with oat milk for an entire week straight, and I think it actually prevented me from getting even better results throughout this month, because I realized that oat milk actually has a lot of, there's different types of oat milks, but for the most part, most oat milks that you would get when you're ordering a nice coffee have a lot of carbs in them, which is really not good, because then that defeats the point of being keto, and then you don't see the results that you want to see. Overall, I have lost 8 pounds, I want to say, over this entire month. So it's not like this drastic change, but I'm okay with that because I have been noticing a lot of differences in just my body and even the way my clothing sits by losing those 8 pounds. Because what I'm burning is really that stubborn fat, which fat in general, 8 pounds of pure fat is actually a lot. If you were to even, if you want, you can Google it, what even 5 pounds of pure fat looks like. It's pretty insane. So I'm happy that I am making progress. It's not happening so fast, but it's gradual progress. And that's what it's about, because I don't want to also just record these videos for you guys and be like, hey, I lost 20 pounds in 1 month, and then all of a sudden I'm going to gain all that weight back, right? So I'm taking gradual steps, and my body is just naturally letting go of that excess fat that it's been holding on to. And granted, I have been sleeping better. I have been working out. I feel like I do have to still watch a little bit more of how much sodium I take in, because I've noticed that my body tends to retain water weight very easily. So I have to be very cautious of that, as well as there are a couple of times when my days were just super crazy, and so I ended up eating dinner pretty late, after 8 p.m., almost even close to 9 p.m. And I realized that that actually also sets me back. So trying to have my dinners early, around I want to say ideally around 5-6 o'clock hour, but try not to eat anything else after 7 p.m. because I've noticed that when I stop eating at 7 p.m., I actually am able to wake up a lot easier. And I also switched from working out at night to now working out in the mornings the way that I used to do it before. And it seems like no matter how many times I have tried to do my workouts at nighttime, it just doesn't seem or feel right for me and my body. And I'm very much into listening and encouraging other people to listen to their bodies and whatever is best for you. So for example, if I'm sitting here saying that, hey, I love working out in the mornings, and working out in the mornings is best for me, I don't expect you to also feel the same way. What I would do is I would tell you, work out when you feel like you have the most energy and when it will fit perfectly into your schedule. Because I'm the type of person, I have a lot of energy in the morning time, a lot. And then as my day goes on, what ends up happening is that if I have a lot on my plate, chances are I'm more likely to get lazy by the end of the day because I'm feeling super tired, and the last thing that I want to do is work out. Whereas if I work out in the morning before I even have a chance to think, like I wake up, I meditate, or read my Bible, and then I work out, or even if I go straight into working out and then follow it by reading my Bible, taking Odin out for a walk, taking a shower, getting ready for work, I feel like I am more prepared for my day, and I feel like I'm more in control of my day. And again, that's a personal thing and something that I have learned about myself over the years. Now, again, the gyms are not open yet because we're still in this whole big COVID thing. And I know that we're going into green phase July 3rd, which supposedly gyms are supposed to reopen, but I think there's going to be limited capacity. And I really don't know if they're going to make you wear masks. I mean, honestly, like if we have to wear masks to go to the gym, I don't know what I'm going to do because I have heart issues in general. So like having to work out with the mask on, I'm not sure how that's going to go. And then also, I don't know if they're going to make people like have like appointment slots of like when you can go to the gym. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated on that. But that actually brings me to another point because I don't think I mentioned it in any of the other videos, but we stopped doing 75 hard because of the fact that we didn't have access to a gym. So although we're like, oh, we don't have access to a gym, we'll do the 75 hard, but we'll just kind of adjust it and do like one workout a day. But after like doing it for some time, we realized, okay, like we're just cheating ourselves and we're not doing it the exact right way because we were missing that second workout. So we're not going to see the same results. So the goal is that when the gyms actually reopen, that's when my husband and I are going to start doing 75 hard again. But this time we're going to have a planned workout that we do outside and then a workout that we do inside. That way it is 2 workouts a day. Because other than that, everything else was very doable, like reading 10 pages of a book every day, drinking a ton of water every day, as well as, what else did we have to do? There was something else that was part of it. Oh, no alcohol and sticking to a certain diet of your choice. So obviously for me, that is going to be keto, primarily plant-based keto. Now, another thing that I actually wanted to share with you guys in this video, which might be a little bit of a shock. So I hope people don't judge me here because at the end of the day, like this is a journey. I want to put this out, and I have said this a million times, but I want to say it again, and I'm going to keep saying it. I am not perfect. Okay? No one is perfect. And I have never said that I am perfect, nor do I want to be perfect. However, I am a person that believes very much in science as well as nutrition, in particular cellular nutrition. And so there's many different things out there and ways of eating and lifestyles and whatever. I don't do diets. I do specific ways of just eating throughout my life in general. Right now, I have decided to be plant-based keto, and the whole purpose of that is to heal my liver. So when I say that, I am going to do whatever I can to heal my liver. Hence why I am avoiding alcohol also for this time period. And I have gone out a couple of times and it's definitely been a little tempting, but to me, healing my liver is the number one priority. And so that is what's going to come first, as well as making sure that I am being strict keto. And I am focusing on eating plants because plants have a lot of nutrients. They come from the soil, they have a lot of energy, and they have natural minerals in there, and natural vitamins. So if you're eating the proper plants, you're going to be getting a lot of your vitamins and minerals from the plants. Another thing that I have incorporated is essential oils. Actually, I have my oily cabinet, which is what one of my friends calls it. And I was like, you know what? I love that idea. So you can actually see, I posted a picture of this on my Instagram, but as you can see, this is my oily cabinet, which is shelf number 2. And then over here, I have all of my, I guess like different things that I use to cook, or like some superfoods are all in here. For example, we have our, where to go? Oh, I have my nutritional yeast here that I put into my salads. This is really rich in vitamin B. And then I have my hemp heart seeds, which goes into salads. And this is actually rich in omega-3 and 6s, I believe. Yep, omega-3 and 6s. And you also get, in one serving of this, so there's only 1 gram of carbs in one serving. And I'm looking for something in particular. And 10 grams of protein in one serving. I have other things in there. I have my spirulina powder. Then I have some green drinks and aloe and all of that good stuff. And then obviously all these essential oils. I'm actually running my diffuser right now with some stress away oil. And it really is super calming, I must say. I will have to do a separate video of, because it's been almost a month. Not yet. It's going to be almost a month since I've had the oils. And I did promise you guys that I'd make a video letting you guys know what my experience has been like with using them. But anyways, going back to what I was saying. So something that's really crucial in regards to healing a liver. What am I saying? One of the things that's super crucial to healing a liver is not drinking any alcohol, because even the slightest bit of alcohol is going to be extremely damaging to your liver, especially if you are someone that already has issues with your liver, aka me. So clearly, because my liver already has issues, I don't want to add on more issues, right? So that is the reason I'm avoiding alcohol. Now, on the other thing is that something that's very important is I am choosing to be strict keto. One of the main reasons is that I'm not taking any medication for my cholesterol right now, which is obviously always a little scary. And whenever I tell people that, they think I'm insane. But I do think that it's super important to sometimes take a break from my medication. Now, again, I'm not a doctor. I am not telling anyone else to do this. I am not promoting this. This is an experiment that I am running, and I am choosing to document this experiment. But I am choosing to not take any medication during this time period because I want to see how far I can push my body to learn how to function on its own and see how much of the cholesterol that's naturally occurring in my body, which is excess cholesterol, like almost sometimes my total cholesterol can go up. So regular levels should be around 150 to 200 total cholesterol. My levels without medication can go up to, the highest it's around 630, which is a lot and really scary. But if I take my medication and do all the things that I'm doing, I feel like I'm not going to get real results, and I'm not going to really see how much what I am doing is able to actually manage my cholesterol levels. So, for example, if I'm doing this, right, and I take my blood work and I see that my levels are around 300, 400, then I'm like, okay, well, that's a sign that what I'm doing is actually helping my body because my cholesterol isn't at 600 and I'm not taking any medication. Does that make sense? I hope it does. And if it doesn't, leave some comments below. You guys can also DM me on Instagram at Nino Royale. So NINOROYALLE. I always answer all my questions. So if any of this gets confusing, please DM me. I'm more than happy to explain it a little bit more. So that's why it's extremely important that I stay strict keto and that I don't, move away from that and start adding carbs back in, because then that's going to defeat the purpose and my body's not going to be able to actually burn fat. And the whole point of me trying out plant-based keto is in order for my body to be able to burn its own fat. So taking all that fat and cholesterol that my body is building up because it can't get rid of it because I have issues with my liver, me being keto, it's gonna help me eat away at some of that extra cholesterol that's in my system and be able to manage my levels. That's my theory. Again, I've never done this. This is the first time I'm ever doing it. So, and I have not taken blood work yet, but it's been a month. I'm actually thinking of doing my blood work probably in 2 months from now, so that it would be exactly 3 months of me being strict keto. And the other thing that I did incorporate this weekend is we were at a barbecue, and I actually did have a few pieces of meat, and then I went out to lunch and I had a few pieces of seafood, basically. Not a lot, but I decided that, I am extremely strict with myself, and I've been just plant-based, have not consumed any animal products for an entire month. And then we were out to lunch, and I was like, you know what? I crave it. And so I believe that what's more important is to not make yourself feel deprived. So if you have cravings, it's a lot better to maybe have a little bit of something than deprive yourself. And then eventually when you eat something, you just go crazy, right? So I decided that 90% of the time I am going to be plant-based keto, and that's really the main goal. But if I am going out somewhere, like if I go to like a really nice restaurant that has amazing, incredible seafood, right? Or if I go on vacation and we go to one of the islands and they also have like literally seafood that they catch that day. Like, I am a big seafood person. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I have cravings of it and my body wants it. So, but instead of just eating it every day or buying it for the house and things like that, I decided that I'm just going to eat plant-based, and that's what I do. I bring my lunch to work even. I don't order out or anything like that. Like I said, I have a salad for lunch and dinner, pack everything with me, and I love my salads. They make me feel good. And the other thing is that when I start to eat fish or anything like that every single day, like I said before, it actually does the opposite for my body, makes it hard for me to start digesting things. So that's why I don't like to keep it in my regular everyday kind of thing. So 90%, maybe even 95% of the time, I will be plant-based. But I wanted to give myself the option that if we go out and let's say we're at a barbecue or we went out to a restaurant, like I was saying, I want to know, and that in my mind, that if I want to have a piece of fish or have like a little bite of a meat, if I want to, I will not say no to myself. And that's where the balance comes into this. So even though I will be 95% plant-based keto moving forward, and that's still what this journey is about, once in a while, ever so often, if I'm craving it and we are out somewhere, I will have a piece. And again, we might be somewhere and I might be at a barbecue or I might be at a restaurant and choose that I don't actually want it because it's not what I'm craving. But it's the thought of having the ability and not limiting yourself. So that's my story. You guys can take it however you want. I mean, I've seen so many people ripped apart on YouTube for this by saying that they're plant-based or vegan or this or that, and they have a piece of something. You know what? Like, I really don't care for those kind of people. Like, if you are the type of person that's just going to knock someone down and judge them, like, we are all this is a journey. Like, who the hell cares, right? Like, you could do something one day and then tomorrow wake up and say, I'm starting over. Like, it's not about that. And for me, I don't want any labels, like, at all. Like, whatever you want to do that makes you happy, go ahead, do it, right? And the same way that whatever feels right to me, that's what I'm going to do. So if once in a while I want to have like a small piece of meat or maybe a piece of fish, I'm going to have it because this is the only life that I have to live. And at the end of the day, it doesn't go against me being keto because that is just protein, and it's still gonna allow me to stay strict keto, which is why I'm okay with that. Now, if I was like, oh, once in a while I'm gonna have alcohol, that's a different story because alcohol has carbs in it. Well, I guess unless you do tequila, which I do love tequila. But in regards to the alcohol question, because I know this will come up, so I'm just gonna say it now, I have decided that I'm not going to be like completely no alcohol. In general, yes, I'm not gonna have any alcohol, and I also don't really crave it anymore. But I think the only time that I'll maybe allow myself to have alcohol is if we go on vacation and I feel like having a drink or two, then I'll allow myself to do that. Other than that, regular occasions or whatever, don't really feel like it. Plus, I feel like I am working so hard on being like, disciplined in what I am trying to do here that I don't want to mess all of that up just by including a drink every single week or something into my system. And I've also been really enjoying hanging out with people being sober because I feel like I can actually remember the entire like hangout experience and what's happening. So yeah, so that is my update. That those are all the things that I have decided on now that I have been exactly 1 month of strict keto, and also taking the time to really think about like, okay, what's doable, what's not doable, how do I foresee myself going forward? Because again, this is a long-term experiment, because it can take about 3 years for someone to heal their liver. And I have no idea, again, where this is going to take us. But in 2 months from now, we are going to get results and find out where my cholesterol levels are, as well as we'll take a look at my thyroid. And if it's going to be an intensive test, which I kind of want to do, then I will share literally all of my results with you guys, because that is the whole point of this. So if you guys like this video, again, like it, comment, subscribe to my channel, click the bell for notifications so that you guys know every time I upload a new video. Also follow me on Instagram at Nino Royale, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.